In school cafeteria, this annoying girl named Jenny won't leave me alone. Keeps spouting all manner of verbal abuse at me, telling me I'm gross, a loser, etc. Has been harassing me every day of the year for existing. Try to ignore her. Bitch literally spits in my food and laughs. Consider slamming my tray into her stupid foundation caked face, but I know I'd get beat up for hitting a girl. Sit down at an empty table. Try to eat around the part she spat on. Hear some commotion and look up. Oh no, it's Stefan. Stefan is a 300-pound mentally disabled guy who goes to our school. Literally speaks in baby talk and constantly talks about good boy points his mummy gives him. It's honestly kind of sad. See that Jenny has knocked his tray down and onto the floor. I should also add that Stefan will not eat anything other than chicken tenders. He's obsessed with them and freaks the f*** out if anyone messes with his. And given the amount of tendies spilt over the cafeteria floor, I'd say we're in for a demonstration of his power. Stefan lets out an ear-piercing screech, tearing his shirt off and pounding his man boobs like a gorilla. Jenny wises up and tries to make a run for it, but he catches her by the hair and throws her down on the floor. He pins her down with his foot, effortlessly keeping her from getting loose with his body weight. As he undoes his belt, he says, "Your foul deed has left me sour. Now you'll feel my poopy power." You can hear her screaming and literally begging for mercy as he repositions himself to lower his ass onto her face. She thrashes around harder than I have ever seen a human or animal do in my life, desperate to get loose. Stefan begins to clench his teeth. An absolutely horrifying mix of brown, yellow and black liquid erupts from his anus and onto her terrified face. Jenny's screams are muffled under the wave of diarrhea and hard little chunks pouring over her. She pukes, but that only forces her to open her mouth. Big mistake. She somehow manages to look even more desperate to get his dangerous, defecating ass away from her. She frantically pushes on him to try and move his body, but he's determined to finish the job. After what seems like an eternity, Stefan's ass finally runs out of ammunition and lets out a small, wet fart, before closing back up the way it began. Jenny's head is literally completely soaked in liquid shit. She's not even moving anymore, as Stefan grabs the tendies right off the floor and starts eating them. 3 months later and she's still not herself. Doesn't bully me, doesn't talk to anyone, always has this wide-eyed look, and her hands are always shaking to the point where she can't even hold a pencil to take notes. Stefan was expelled, but I got his team from a friend. We play CS 1.6 together, regularly. Not a bad guy as long as he's winning, which he always is. I had him screaming at his bitch mommy to get him some tendies just an hour ago. Thanks, Stefan. You're a real bro.